We were finishing up at the office when Lou hit me with a bombshell. Let me guess, he had miraculously found some evidence against Hank. Not so much found, more ready to plant. What do you mean? Lou wanted to set Hank up? How could he even suggest that? He said the orders had come from Merrick himself. Apparently I missed the memo about that meeting. Merrick wouldn't have ordered that. He couldn't have. I told you he couldn't be trusted. He had convinced Lou that Hank should be behind the bars for the good of the town. Sending an innocent man back to jail is good for the town. I just can't believe it. I told Lou how ridiculous it all sounded. We were cops, and it's someone's life he was prepared to ruin. You didn't go ahead with it, did you? Of course not. I managed to talk him out of it, but we both knew Merrick wasn't going to be happy. Talking on Merrick would be no easy feat. Exactly, we talk about just doing what I thought was right and arresting Carl. After all, the evidence pointed to him. Did you have enough to convict him, though? That was the problem. We'd have to make sure the evidence could hold up, meaning we would have to find something concrete on him. I know you don't have to give me that look, but planting evidence on a guilty man to get the conviction is nothing like planting it on an innocent man and sending him to jail. So what did you do? Oh! I reported the evidence planting the evidence on Carl. So I couldn't let Hank go back to jail and watch Carl get away with it. Together with what we already had on him and a carefully placed piece of evidence, we had enough to bring him on murder and fraud charges. I don't agree with planting evidence, but at least you got the right one behind bars. Well, that's what we thought. As soon as Merrick heard about Carl's arrest, we went after Lou, using him as a scapegoat. What do you mean? He didn't go, Lou didn't do what he was told, and Merrick punished him for it. He painted the picture of an ongoing internal investigation into Lou, accusing him of evidence planting in a number of cases. Why didn't Lou just tell the truth about Merrick giving him those orders? It was his word against the police captains. He didn't stand a chance. But where was the proof of this investigation? There was none. Why would anyone question against the police captain investigating corruptions in his department? Merrick used his connection and the Tribune to print the story he wanted printing. Does he have the power to do that? Between him and Governor Johnson they did. Merrick told me that both him and the governor weren't happy to see his officers go behind his back, and we had to be taught a lesson. Lou was fired, and I got put down here. My warning from Merrick to stay in line. That's why you were sent to spy on me. He's been looking for an excuse to fire me. It was all my fault. Lou's life was ruined. I tried to do the right thing, or what I thought was the right thing, and Merrick still won. And what happened to Carl and Hank? What do you think? They got away scot-free from the law anyway. I don't know the details, but I can imagine Owen Sr. would just let his son get away with stealing money from his business. Hank lost his job as a cleaner. Even being involved in an investigation like that was a breach of his second chance program, and he got sent back to jail. It was all my fault. I thought I was doing the right thing, and all I would up doing was ruining two people's lives. Thank you for telling me. You know now why we have to nail the governor for what he's done. Where do we have to go from here then? I wonder who that could be. DCA Detective Clarke speaking. Detective Clarke, it's Mark Tripp. I think it's time we met. I have some information you're going to want to hear. It's almost time for our meeting with Mark Tripp. Let's settle this. Settle up. You don't think we should take some backup? He's one man. Also, you really trust running this past Maverick after what I told you earlier? I guess not. Something's not right. Tripp said he'll meet us here. Where is he? You think this is a setup? Look, looks like someone beats us here. Oh, he's dead. He sure's dead. Empty gun holster, torn sleeve of short wound in chest, no wallet. Clutching scrap of whole folder. Nice. What did you find? Mark Tripp was killed not too long before we got here. It looks like a document folder was literally being ripped out of his hand as he died. The timing is a little coincidental, don't you think? Anyway, I guess we're now investigating a crime scene. Coincidental timing of attack. Wallet, scrap of paper, 55, no cash or cards. Tire tracks, scrap of paper, 52451. Tripp's car broke in window. Tripp's file of facts. Beretta. Single shot fired. Footprints coming from body. Someone confronted Tripp. Okay. Well, I assume that's it. Because I don't see anything else. I found an empty wallet. Tripp hasn't got one on him. Think this could be a robbery? If this sketchy part of town could be. Scrap of paper found in the wall matches up with another one that looks like it got torn off as the money was being pulled out. It's a phone number. Let's give it a call. One gun plus one empty holster quills. This is Tripp's gun. No detective points there. Mark Tripp's gun. Tripp was robbed. Phone number from wallet. Wait, what? Ah, phone. Hello? Hello, this is Detective Clarke. Thank you for calling the office of the Tribune newspaper. No one is available to take your call right now, but if you leave your name, number, and reason for calling, someone will get back to you. Phone. Okay. What? Phone, really? That's the clue? The phone number was for the Tribune. That wasn't what I was expecting at all. The Tribune office. Okay. Still so many deductions to make. I have no idea. Looks like a rip of the sleeve of the shirt, and that's the broken window. I would say he was pushed into it. We'll need more than that to go on. Pushed into window. Looks like Tripp struggled with his skill. The footprints go towards Tripp's car. Tripp gets out. He gets pushed back, breaking the window with his elbow. Right, then what? Working on it. Tripp struggled with someone. No? Well, I don't know. Help. I think you're right about this being a coincidence. Emptying the vault and leaving it. The scene feels like an attempt to distract us from what's really going on. Trying to cover up a hit, or to cover the fact they came looking for something specific. Detector came for something specific. Yeah. Tripp said he had something for us. What if he was killed because he wouldn't give up whatever it was he was holding on to? Something incriminating? Tripp wouldn't give up incriminating document. No. Looks like his bullet wound came from his own gun. Wouldn't be my choice of venue for suicide, and I wouldn't shoot myself in the chest. I've seen worse. Suicide, Tripp shot with own gun. Yeah, well, don't know. So Tripp's killer comes at him. Tripp pulls his gun. They struggle, and Tripp winds up getting shot by his own gun. Shot during struggle. Yeah, why? Where? How? What now? That's my line. Well, since we've decided to trust each other, that's exactly what we should do. I trust you to know what you're doing. Our only needs the phone number for the Tribune office we found in Mark's wallet. I take it back. You can't make me go back there. Ha! You can stay here if you want. I'll go, but you are going to... You're doing the talking to Clancy Brown. Alrighty then. What's the uniform doing here? No clue, but I couldn't... But I doubt it's to tell us why Mark Tripp had the phone number for the Tribune in his wallet. What's happening here, officer? Back up, please, ma'am. This office is closed until further notice. That's detective, ma'am. Officer? Oh, my apologies, no one can enter until investigators get here. The editor was seen gunning down a guy in the car park. I came here to arrest him. Mark Tripp? That's the stiff. Clancy Brown is the shooter. An anonymous tip said so. Oh really? We're investigating Mark Tripp's death. Where is Clancy? We need to speak to him. Gone well. I still can't let you in Merrick's order. I have to wait for... I can't remember their names. Save yourself the effort. Suit yourself. Was there something else you wanted? Send order only investigators allows to enter. Sent by Merrick. What did you find out? What do you make of this? You can't enter until the investigators arrive. Mitchell, I can't tell if that guy is a dumb or plain dumb. I do know he's on the take and as dirty as they come. Merrick is sending some other investigators. Surely this is our investigation. Dirty cop. Cass and Nate investigating Tripp's murder. So we're not going in, or what? Oh, okay. Okay, so we can't look at anything. We need to make connections. Okay. Officer Detective, was there something else you wanted? The way I see it, the concerns our case and falls under the DCA jurisdiction we're going in, and if you don't like it, you can take it up with Merrick. I don't like it. He's going to hear about this. Annoyed. Sticky note with strange symbols. Alright. That's it, what we're going to find? Well, that's not much. Hello again, Miss Markham. Did the officer tell you about Clancy Brown? Yeah, I don't believe it, do you? You don't believe it, do you? I need to ask you a few questions. Sure. Oh, sorry. When was the last time you saw him? Last night it was a bit unsettling. What was? He was on the phone to some guy. I could hear him pacing back and forth through the wall. The conversation got heated and Clancy started using a pretty threatening tone. The guy on the speaker wasn't saying much at that point. Could you hear what the voice on the phone was saying? Not really, not until I left my office and went to see if everything was okay. There was something about a meeting with the DCA and the name Kitty was mentioned. What else? That was it. When Clancy saw I was there, he almost jumped out of his skin. He didn't know I was still in the office. He got mad and told me to go home right away. I won't repeat the words he used verbatim. What's going on here then? On that shorthand, most of us in this office are old school. Can you read it? Sure. Twin Pines Motel Car Park. That's it. Thanks, that's a big help. Address of car park. Edited. We take an article for governor. Kitty. Supposed to meet the DCA. So that is all? Okay. Oh boy, well, I don't know, honestly. This is kind of like confusing. Ophelia said she overheard Clancy's phone call and the name Kitty was mentioned. There's a Kitty Duval in Mark Tripp's file of facts. Got an address and number. Nice work, let's keep this to ourselves for now. Ophelia overheard something about a meeting with us. You think that was Tripp talking about our meeting? You got any other meetings planned? No, Ophelia said Clancy. Oh, sorry. Got offensive on the phone. Threatening Tripp? It's not looking good for Clancy Brown. Who is Kitty Duval? I've never heard of her before, did I? Yeah, just do me the last thingy. Tripp had something for us. Maybe it was something Clancy didn't want us to see. Worried about his involvement in covering up articles for Governor Johnson. This could motivate a career guy like Clancy. All being exposed by Mark Tripp. Who? Clancy, why? Where? Oh, where? Yeah, I'm bad.